Hi, and welcome to weight, basically force and weight. Force meaning like the force you can apply to something that's heavy, and weight meaning it's heavy. And so here we have David. Hi, David. He is the male version of Dana. So the same exact rig. I've got all his weird stuff hidden here. You can turn it on and animate his face later on, but first of all, we're just animating his body. So the first thing we want to do is select some quick selection sets, create a selection set for his entire body because he has no animation on him at the moment. So let's get that going. We just come up here and we go select by type, and we want NURBS curves. Those are all those things in there. And then we'd like to create a set, quick selection set there, and call that David's controllers. Great. Set a key on frame one. Or 0. And then we're ready to go. So this is a lot like the jump animation, sort of. So what we need to do is get him to a place where he goes from a standing pose. So let's just get him into a standing pose on frame 0. Just casual. I'm just standing. We can even make him looking down at the safe. Nobody stands with their feet that close together. Okay. So I got 400 frames here. That seems like a lot. About 100 frames. That seems better. Okay. So we can have him, if it was going to be heavy, you'd have him sit here for a second, right? And look at it and then bend down. So let's do a little bit of that. It seems like cheating. So select. We'll do 30 of him just sitting there looking at it. At 15, I'm going to select his middle section. I want to select that, his mesh. I'm turning that to a reference. I want to select this. And we can give his body like a little tiny bit of movement. Okay, so now we need to go down into our pose. So let's go 10, 1, 2, because that's a good body moving time, remember? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just go to 40. And now I'm going to put him in the pose where he's beginning to lift the safe. And we'll worry about the details later. I just want him to be in the pose of this is how he's going to lift the safe. And remember, you want to distribute body bends over these various rings that you have controls over, so that you're not like breaking the character. I think my guy wants to grab it from the bottom. And sometimes you have to work around the object you have. So that's good. The safe is just big enough for him to not be able to grab it really well. It is perfect for you guys. And now, do his neck a little bit. And this might need to be even closer to him. Something like that. And see, it almost goes into there without any in-betweens. We'll have to do in-betweens, but stands there for a second, then goes down to grab it. The feet move out to the side. That's okay. We can fix all that stuff, but let's just get our main poses down. So this is our main pose for having him there. So let's make sure we stamp all the keys, go select, quick select David stuff, go back to 40, hit S, so that everything has a key. I'm also going to select this doesn't have a key on it, the chest, the safe. Okay. So now we go to our next key, which would be him standing up, holding it. I'm going to go 10 more frames, so to 50. And this is by no means what it's actually going to take. But it'll be good. Let's see, I think it'd be faster if I just took like this frame here, copied it, put it on 50. And then we can get into this pose. So now he's got this, but he has to lean back a little bit because it's super heavy and his knees are bent. And the safe is kind of tilted. And here we can get rid of the animation that was on all these, and then grab the one that was on the safe from before, or where it was down. Or we can just reanimate it. Either way works fine. Make sure I have everything all set. A weird rogue frame in there. Let's delete that. There it is, all done. See what posing does for you. Piece of cake. All right, so let's see where he grabbed it on the bottom-ish here. So we have to match that here, because unless his hands slip. So let's move that up there like that. There we go. That's animating weight. No, that's totally not animating weight. We have to go in and do the other stuff now. All right, so now that we've got this and this and this and this, everything's going great. Let's work on our timing. So a big part of doing weight is, hold on, let me get his thumb out of the way, is a big part of doing weight is, I don't know what I'm doing with this thumb here. It's curling the wrong way. If I grab this, is getting things to look like they're straining a little bit, to be kind of heavy. And a good way to do that is to reverse your angles again. So right now his arms are bent here a little bit, and his knees are bent. This is called a pull vector. It moves his knee a little bit sideways along the IK string. I think we're okay there. All right, he lifts it up. Get his thumbs so they're not in the actual crate. We can rotate his head back. Oof. If we want to get the arc going the other way. Okay. So now what we need to do is show how heavy this thing is. And the way we're going to do that is by not having the safe immediately lift off the ground here.